The big yearly get-together, one of thousands like it across the United States, is about to begin. This particular event, held in late autumn, celebrates an ancient Anglo-Saxon tradition, Halloween. Many of the costumes and floats, the witches and dragons and pumpkins, are based on age-old legends forgotten in time. Other cities and towns play host to their friends on other occasions. In every case, civic pride and hospitality bring grown-ups and children together in a warm glow of friendship. Not only the big event itself, but for weeks of exciting preparation and months of remembrance. Ever since the days when the town was settled nearly 100 years ago, in what was then Indian territory, initiative and self-help have been the driving forces in every phase of life in independence. From the early days when independence proudly used the slogan, "The buckle on the oil belt," when oil gushers first shot black gold into the air, to today's development of the vast pipeline network under the town, oil has played an important part in the history of this farming community. The oil pipeline company's float has its own importance. This group is sponsored by the Elks Club of Omaha in northern Nebraska. In fact, most of the marching units are sponsored by clubs and fraternal organizations, which provide costumes and musical instruments and pay travel expenses. Ancestors of today's citizens came here from many places looking for new land and a new opportunity. They came from all sections of the United States, from England, from Ireland, from Bavaria. And many of today's leaders are descendants of the true settlers of the land, the Osage and the Cherokee Indians. Industries are represented. To manufacture boats in the middle of Kansas is an achievement. An even greater one is that the leaders of independence have persuaded the government to extend a national waterway system right up to the edge of town. A degree of the same ingenuity applied every day to manufacturing electronic gear is displayed in the construction of the company's float. The electronics plant is one of the most modern in the country. It supplies equipment for use in space projects to more than 400 companies around the world. The new industries of independence didn't just happen to appear on the scene. With fewer farms needed to feed America, the citizens of independence saw the main function of their town, that of an agricultural center, seriously threatened. Instead of letting their community die, they organized committees to find ways of giving it new life. The town supplied property for the building of new plants, and sometimes even built the plants. Workers were trained in new skills. Advertising campaigns were launched to attract new industry. And it worked. All the people here today know it worked. people here today, hosts as well as guests, have caught the spirit of independence. The children of independence have been waiting for this day. And the same night, what little Kristen Utz did not expect, but hope for, happens nonetheless. A salute from the Governor of Kansas, in person, to Her Majesty the Queen.
Here's a beautiful queen.
Independence has done it, all on its own. Its spirit is worthy of its name.